This case kicks off with a laundry list of probation violations from Mr. Randall. We're talking missed check-ins, drug use, failing anger management, skipping community service, and even falling behind on fees. It paints a picture of someone given chance after chance, and still blowing it. And just when you think it's routine probation violations, the case spirals into something much bigger. A chase, a crash, and a weapon. Stick around, because this courtroom session has more twists than a Netflix crime drama. Question for you. When someone repeatedly violates probation like this, should judges still give more chances? Or is it time to throw the book at them?
And Mr. Randall was previously in court, entered pleas of true to counts 1 through 6 in a first amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation. Pled not true to counts 7, 8, and 9. We reset this case for a sentencing hearing with regard to those counts and any other information that you guys have with regard to sentencing. The probation department did an updated report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report? Mr. Philip Smith?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Bruce Smith?
Yes, sir.
And are there any additions or corrections to that report?
Not from the state. No, Your Honor.
Okay. So the allegations that Mr. Randall pled true to, just so we're all on the same page, was failing to report in, looks like, some dates in November 2023, and it appears he's been an absconder since that point. Failed to work faithfully at suitable employment, tested positive for tetrahydrocannabinol and methamphetamine back in 2023. Failed to provide verification of performing community service, didn't complete the battery intervention and prevention program or anger management, and is behind in his fees. And then Mr. Philip Smith, does the state have evidence with regard to count 7, 8, and or 9? All right, then at this time, you may call your first witness.
Enter Officer James, 13 years on the force. Calm, professional, and ready to testify. Notice how the prosecution is starting simple. Name, role, and credibility. Why? Because establishing trust in the witness early is critical. A veteran officer adds serious weight to the state's case, especially when the defendant's story is about to unravel.
Calls Officer James Powell.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You can come on up.
Okay.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you, sir. You can have a seat right here. And there you can just pull that down and make sure we can all hear you loud and clear. There you go. Mr. Smith, Mr. Philip Smith, you may proceed.
Good morning, Officer Powell. Would you state your name and spell it?
James Wesley Powell, J-A-M-E-S-W-S-L-E-Y-P-O-W-E-L-L.
And how are you currently employed?
I'm a police officer for City of Beaumont.
How long have you been so employed?
13 years.
Are you a certified peace officer in this state?
I am.
And what is your job description with Beaumont Police Department?
Enforce the laws of the state and city.
Okay. Are you on patrol most of the time?
I am.
And what does that consist of?
Answering calls that are dispatched to us, or driving around in areas, being proactive. We see crime, stop out and talk to people if they're breaking some stuff.
And here's where things escalate fast. A call about a man chasing another with a gun. This isn't just probation violations anymore. This is life or death danger. The officer flips on the sirens racing through traffic. Imagine being a bystander at that grocery store. Normal day, then suddenly a gun chase in broad daylight. Would you run, freeze, or pull out your phone to record?
Okay. Were you working in that capacity on May 17th of 2024?
I was.
And what shift were you working, do you recall?
Days.
Day shift? At approximately 11:48 in the morning, did you receive a dispatch?
Dispatch call, yes.
And what was the nature of that call?
Black male chasing another black male to the store with a silver handgun. Concord at Woman Day.
Okay. Was it 3145 Concord to S&S Grocery?
S&S Grocery, yes, sir.
Okay. What did you do, what, if anything, did you do as a result of that dispatch?
I turned my lights on early. I was trying to get through traffic because there's an active call, someone actively chasing someone with a weapon. We try to get there a little sooner to prevent another crime. So we try to get there and break up whatever.
So you actually put your lights on and are going to get there as fast as possible?
I am.
Did you observe or notice anything when you got to S&S Grocery?
I did. Dispatch had already put out a description of the vehicle and the suspect. As I'm approaching the parking lot, I can see the vehicle driving through the parking lot coming south in the parking lot.
Okay. We'll move back to that just a second. That location, S&S Grocery at 3145 Concord, is that in Beaumont and in Jefferson County, Texas?
It is.
You were given the description of the vehicle before you arrived.
That's correct.
When you arrived, you saw that vehicle.
I did.
And did you attempt to stop that vehicle in the parking lot of S&S Grocery?
I did.
Did that vehicle stop?
No, sir.
And you were in a marked police vehicle.
When the officer spots the suspect's vehicle, it's a full-on pursuit. High speed, reckless turns, a ditch, then straight into someone's garage. Think about this. Probation violations just escalated into property destruction and potentially armed resistance. Notice how the officer carefully avoided approaching the vehicle. Classic tactical training. No cover for him, possible gun for the suspect. Smart move, and it probably saved his life.
Black and white with lights, red and blue lights.
Yes, sir.
What did you do?
I pulled in the parking lot. The vehicle pulled around to enter Concord. When they stopped at the corner of Concord, I pulled in behind the vehicle. He looked at me in the mirror, and off he went.
Okay. Did you follow him?
I did.
And how far did he go? Where did he go? How was his driving?
He took off at a high rate of speed. I notified dispatch that the suspect was fleeing from me. We went north, maybe a couple blocks, or I'm not certain the distance. We turned on Redwood, continued down Redwood where he spun out and went to a ditch. I jumped out of my car. I'm telling him to stop, stop, stop. He's coming at me, so I jump in my car. I'm backing as he's coming along the side of me. It takes me a second to get turned around, and I see which driveway he goes in. I go back to that driveway, and I can see him wrecked out into a garage. The vehicle's jammed deep into a garage.
Now, this garage, is it detached or attached to the house?
It's detached. It's a little deeper into the property, so the house is kind of up front, and the garage is in the back.
And here we go, on foot now. The suspect ditches the wrecked car and bolts, shirtless, through yards. This isn't just fleeing. This is desperation. Running through neighborhoods puts everyone at risk. Kids, families, anyone in the wrong place at the wrong time. Question for you. Should fleeing suspects who endanger neighborhoods face harsher sentences automatically? Drop your thoughts below.
Okay. And was there a vehicle that the defendant wasn't driving already parked in that garage?
Two of them.
And was there a lot of structural damage from him crashing into the garage?
There was.
Was his vehicle pretty much as deep into that garage as it could go?
Yes, sir.
Was he in the vehicle, the driver in the vehicle, when you got there?
I could not determine that, so I stopped short and got out of my car and just looked for him. I didn't want to approach a vehicle where a potential weapon was involved.
Because it's in a garage,
Mm-hmm.
it could be dark, a lot of cover for him, none for you,
Mm-hmm.
for safety concerns. What did you observe next?
I see the suspect running behind the garage. He's running into a neighboring yard to the left of where the crash site was.
Okay, and so he has fled from you in a vehicle, now he's fleeing from you on foot.
Yes, sir.
Could you describe what he was wearing?
I believe he just had pants on, no shirt.
Just a pair of jeans, no shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy set?
Mm-hmm.
Caught. After crashing, running, and even injuring himself, Randall is finally pinned down. And then comes the bombshell. The officer confirms the man he chased is right there in the courtroom. There's no mistaking identity. The prosecution just scored a big win. This moment is what lawyers call the nail-in-the-coffin testimony. The defendant is right there, and the officer is pointing straight at him.
Did you give pursuit?
I did. I notified dispatch I have a black male running from me. So they're running after him.
And did you eventually catch up to him?
I did. He fell down and injured himself somehow, slipped, broke his finger, I believe it was. He's laying on the ground, hollering in pain. I get up there, tell him don't move. I wait for assisting units to get there, and we put him in custody.
Okay. The person that fled from you in that blue Lincoln Navigator and then fled from you on foot after crashing that same vehicle, do you see him in the courtroom today?
I do.
Would you point to him and identify an article of clothing that he's wearing?
The red jumpsuit.
Your Honor, let the record reflect he has identified the defendant in this case.
The record will so reflect.
And now the real kicker. Inside the car, police find the silver handgun. The very weapon witnesses reported seeing during the chase. That's direct evidence tying Randall to the call that started this entire chaos. Guns, drugs, probation violations, reckless flight. It's stacking up into a mountain of legal trouble. Do you think he brought that weapon to intimidate? Or was he just reckless enough to keep it casually in the driver's seat?
After he was arrested, did you get a chance to look into the vehicle that he had been driving, that blue Lincoln Navigator?
I did.
Did you find anything in that vehicle?
I did. A silver handgun.
Okay. And when you were dispatched to a black male chasing another black male with a silver handgun.
Yes, sir.
That silver handgun was found in the car that this defendant had been driving. You got a couple of looks at that car pretty close. Was anybody else in the vehicle that you saw?
No one was in there.
So he was the sole occupant of that vehicle.
He was.
Where was that gun found in that vehicle?
In the driver's seat, just laying on top of the driver's seat. As if he were to get out, it was laying on top of the driver's seat.
Okay. So it was in the driver's seat.
Yes, sir.
He had just, when he fled, he left the gun, or it fell out.
It was just laying on top of the driver's seat.
That's what he's doing.
Thank you. Mr. Bruce Smith?
Officer Randall, Powell.
Yes, sir.
The defense finally steps in. Classic strategy. They point out that the officer never actually saw Randall chasing someone inside the store. This is a smart move. Chip away at what the officer didn't see, rather than what he did. But here's the problem. Probation violations, reckless fleeing, and that gun in the car don't just vanish because of one gap in testimony. Sometimes defense attorneys are left fighting uphill battles.
You were dispatched basically to, as I understand, regarding something involving somebody chasing somebody else inside of the store.
Yes, sir. I was dispatched to a black male chasing a black male with a silver handgun.
So anything that, any knowledge of what had happened prior to you getting involved with chasing Mr. Randall, you have no personal knowledge of. Is that correct?
Just dispatch notice.
Okay. So in terms of, you didn't actually witness my client or even this car chasing anybody earlier that day or evening, did you?
Did not.
Pass the witness.
Thank you. Anything else from the state?
Not from this witness, Judge.
All right. Any objection to Officer Powell being excused?
Not from the state.
Thank you, sir. You're excused. You may call your next witness.
Our next witness is, we had to go get him. He was having car trouble.
Okay.
Be here in about 10 minutes or so.
Okay. All right. Then we'll take a short break. And as soon as he gets here, just let me know and I'll get right back in. Court will be in a short.
Now we pivot to other defendants, starting with Miss Graham. She's facing her own struggles. Retired, only Social Security, battling cancer, and in need of a court-appointed lawyer. This is a reminder that not every courtroom story is high drama. For many, it's about survival, juggling legal obligations with health and financial struggles. Should courts make it easier for vulnerable people to get legal representation, or is the system already too lenient?
Okay. If I call your name, please come forward. Juanita Graham. Good morning, you're Benita Graham?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Graham, did you get a lawyer hired?
No, ma'am. I did visit 3 times.
Who'd you talk to?
Attorney Kendall, Ms. Holmes, and Attorney Adams. And
Okay,
he did state, Attorney Adams did state if he was elected that he would represent me pro bono.
okay. So, well, what do you mean if he was elected? I don't.
Well, if you assigned him to my case.
Oh, yeah, does it work like that?
Okay.
Okay, so are you working?
No, ma'am.
Okay, why aren't you working?
I'm retired and I only have one source of income, and that's Social Security for my husband's death.
Okay. All right,
And
so,
I do have cancer.
okay, so what I'm gonna do this morning, Ms. Graham, is have you fill out some paperwork. Thank you for doing what I asked you to do, to see if, I'm gonna have you fill this paperwork out to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. You need to fill it out accurately and completely, don't leave it all blank or put zeros, and then I'll take a look at it when you're finished. If you'll step over in front of the clerk, she'll give you that information.
Yeah, actually, about the monitoring situation, if I can be relieved from that.
Let's take care of this first,
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
Um,
Did you need?
Good morning, Anna.
Okay.
Joan Kraus. Good morning, are you Joan Kraus?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Kraus, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 0904. You're charged with a third-degree felony offense of driving while intoxicated, third or more, from July 16th of 2024.
Next up, another defendant facing felony-level DUI charges. The judge reminds her, you must hire a lawyer or risk having your bond raised. Notice how the judge lays it out. Options, deadlines, consequences. It's firm but fair. Many defendants underestimate this. Failure to follow simple instructions like visiting 3 lawyers can land you right back in jail. Would you risk it or do whatever it takes to stay compliant?
Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, I got a court appointment.
Right, so when you're in custody, we automatically give you a court-appointed lawyer. If you make bond, I expect you to at least try to hire your own lawyer. Are you working?
No, ma'am.
Okay, why aren't you working?
Retired.
Okay, and so you have a retirement income?
Yes, ma'am.
So what I'm going to do, Ms. Kraus, is reset your case to give you some time to try to hire a lawyer. Okay, you need to, if you get someone hired, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options.
Okay.
If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would have to go back to jail. Do you understand?
I do, ma'am.
And are you, do you have the ignition interlock device on your vehicle?
No, ma'am, I don't have one.
You're not driving. I want to make sure you understand it's a condition of your bond. You cannot drive unless you have that on your, any vehicle. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you your reset notice. Sarah Henderson. Good morning. You're Sarah Henderson?
Good morning, yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Henderson, did you get someone hired?
No, ma'am. I got 3 people, but my income might change. So I'm trying to see if I can maybe qualify to.
Who'd you talk to?
I talked to Langston, Scott Adams, C.L. Swisher, and Keith French.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what do you mean your income has changed?
Well, I switched jobs and I'm making a little less. You know, but at first I was making too much to get one the last time I was here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to see if maybe I qualify to get a court-appointed lawyer now.
Why did you switch jobs to make less money?
Well, I didn't really have a choice, you know, so
Okay.
I didn't want to switch.
Where are you working?
The city of Ohio,
Okay.
streets and drainage.
Okay. So I'll let you go ahead and fill out that paperwork again. Make sure you fill it out accurately and completely, just like you did last time, and then I'll take a look at it, okay? Step in front of the clerk. Janisha Jackson.
Doesn't apply, replication, don't just leave it like it and reprobate it.
Good morning. Are you Janisha Jackson?
Janisha.
Janisha, and Ms. Jackson, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25.
And here's a particularly tough case: child endangerment charges. The judge is crystal clear. Bond is conditional, and ignoring court orders could mean going straight back to jail. The emotional weight here is heavy, because when kids are involved, the stakes skyrocket. Courts don't play around with child safety. Audience question: should parents accused of child endangerment be held without bond until trial, or is that too harsh?
DCCR 0903. You're charged with the second-degree felony offense of abandoning or endangering a child, and that's from May 26th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, ma'am, not yet.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, since you've made bond, is I'm going to give you about a 30-day reset to give you some time to try to hire a lawyer.
Okay.
If you get someone hired before the next court date, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer. They'll tell you what to do.
Yes, ma'am.
If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to, so I know you're trying, and we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would go back to jail.
Yes,
Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you your reset notice. Presley Viltz. Good morning, you're Presley Viltz. And Mr. Viltz, did you get someone hired? Who'd you talk to?
Scott, King,
Speak up, please.
Scott, and
I can't hear a word you're saying.
Kimberly, James.
James who?
Nathan.
Okay. So where are you on being able to get one of them hired?
I just started picking back up in work.
Okay, where do you work? Say?
Court.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, thank you for visiting with those attorneys. I'm gonna give you one more reset, see if you can get some funds together to hire one of them or anyone else. If you get them hired, bring that reset notice. If it's not gonna work out with one of them, talk to 3 others, bring me those names, and we'll discuss your options if you're still unable to hire someone, okay? So make sure you talk to 3 others if you don't get somebody hired. All right, step in front of the clerk. Crystal Latulas. Good morning, ma'am. You're Crystal Latulas. And Ms. Latulas, this is your initial appearance in cause numbers 25 DCCR 0850 and 0851. In each of those cases, you are charged, sorry, give me a second, with the second-degree felony offense of abandoning or endangering a child, and that's from May 30th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
This is the thing, Judge, I'm gonna be honest with you. My child, when I got out, I had no security.
This defendant tries to explain personal hardships and even brings up her nursing license. But the judge cuts her off. Too much information. Why? Because courtroom hearings aren't confessionals. Anything extra you volunteer can be used against you. This is a golden lesson. Let your lawyer do the talking. Over-explaining can sink your case faster than silence ever will.
Speak up, please.
When I got out, I had no stipulation, right? So the week that I got out, I got a call from that she said that y'all had to do more from the home. I'm a parent at the end of the day. I have a nursing license interfering with this charge that I have now. That was my whole point of starting over. I already had got my nursing license, but I'm going.
Okay, you're telling me way too much information.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
I was just asking about my child. Is there any type of way that I could get?
You need to get a lawyer, and they can file a motion asking, but just with your word, based on what you're charged with, no, I'm not going to allow that at this point, okay? So I'm going to expect you to try to hire a lawyer, reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to do that. If you get someone hired before the next court date, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer, and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers you talked to, so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would go back to jail.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I don't. He told me something about diversion. You just stepped out.
Okay. That's why you need to go hire a lawyer, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Step in front of the clerk. Lisa White. Good morning. Are you Lisa White? And Ms. White, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 0923. You're charged with a second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and that's from May 24th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
Yes, ma'am. I talked with Mr. Alvin Samuel,
Uh-huh.
and he suggested price, and that's really what.
Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do, Ms. White, is reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to try to either get Mr. Samuel hired or anyone else. If you do get him or someone else hired before the next court date, just bring that reset notice to them. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone and if it's not going to work out with him, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 other attorneys and bring me those names so I know you're trying, okay? All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you your reset notice. Yeah. He hasn't. If you'll call the name Christian Ainsworth, please. Christian Ainsworth.
Christian Ainsworth.
Thank you.
No response, Your Honor?
All right, I'm going to forfeit his bond for non-appearance. He did call and say he had COVID. If he provides documentation of that, I will recall that bond forfeiture. Donnell Coleman. Good morning. Are you Donnell Coleman? And Ms. Coleman, were you able to get someone hired?
No,
Did you talk to some lawyers?
yes, ma'am.
Who'd you talk to?
I still have Mr. Ross.
I'm sorry?
Mr. Ross.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Ross.
Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
What about him?
He gave me a deal, like he shot me a deal because based off of my income, he seems to have changed
Uh-huh.
because my case is on that.
Okay. Did you talk to some other attorneys, or you were planning on trying to hire him? So what I'm going to do, Ms. Coleman, is have you fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. You need to fill it out accurately and completely. Don't leave it all blank or write zeros. Put any income you have, any bills you have, and then I'll take a look at it. Step in front of the clerk. She'll give you that information. Jeremiah Paia. Good morning. How do you say your last name?
Hi.
Paye. I feel like we've done that before. Mr. Paye, sorry. And did you get someone hired?
No, I'm still in contact with Mr. Jeff Casey,
Uh-huh.
and I still want to get him hired, so I got a second job in order to do that. You asked me to bring a check stub.
Okay. And where's he from?
I'm not 100% sure, but he's with Jeremy and Jones, that law firm.
Okay.
This is my check stub from FedEx, and I started my new job this week.
Okay. You get paid every week or every 2 weeks?
Every week.
Okay.
But the hours vary from about 20 to 30.
And where's your new job?
It's in the mall in Port Arthur.
Okay.
Pivot.
Okay. So I'll give you a little more time. I mean, you're trying and that's great, or I can have you fill out some paperwork to see if you qualify. You want to try that today? Okay. Step in front of the clerk and she'll give you that paperwork. Make sure you fill it out accurately and completely, okay? Kayla Provost? Good morning. Are you Kayla Provost?
Yes.
And Ms. Provost, this is your initial appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 0972. You're charged with the third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle from June 20th of 2025. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? Okay, so what I'm going to do, Ms. Provost, is reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before that next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, have different payment plans. Bring me the names of the people that you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would have to go back to jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, step in front of the clerk right here, and she'll give you your reset notice. Patricia Benton. Good morning, you're Patricia Benton?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Benton, did you get someone hired?
I have not, no, ma'am.
Okay, who'd you?
I've contacted 3, Brittany Holmes, Mr. Macon, and Corey Crenshaw, but I can't afford them.
And you're working?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and are you working full-time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what I'll do this morning, I'm not sure if you'll qualify, but I'll have you fill out some paperwork to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. You need to fill it out accurately and completely because you're going to swear under oath that it's all true and correct. And then I'll take a look at it. Step in front of the clerk, she'll give you that paperwork. Yeah.
When I printed this, he had not signed it down, and never did have one form, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
now he's signed it down now.
So the other two,
Here, they're on
Are-
the tablet now, I can give you the case number,
they're on the tablet or on the,
policy and crime.
okay, that's okay, I can look here.
49 and 50.
So the other two that are on this, I've already given them, it's a designation. These, the other two are initials. Daryl Spencer,
And it's the 1149.
1150. Thank you. Good morning, you're Daryl Spencer. And so, Mr. Spencer, you've been here previously in cause numbers 24 DCCR 1863 and 24 DCCR 0841. And then it looks like there were 2 new indictments that have come down, and so you now have an initial appearance in those cases. One of them is 25 DCCR 1149, and in that case, you're charged with the third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle from June 14th of 2025. And then the next one is cause number 25 DCCR 1150. Hold on a second. And in that case, you're charged with the third-degree felony offense of unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon from June 15th of 2025. And so since you've made bond.
And that brings us full circle. Today's courtroom was packed with chaos. Randall's dangerous chase and weapon charge, alongside multiple defendants fighting for lawyers, bond conditions, and second chances. The big takeaway? Choices matter. Skipping probation terms, running from police, or ignoring bond orders only make things worse. Meanwhile, the court balances compassion with firm consequences. What do you think? Was Randall doomed by his own bad decisions, or did the system set him up for failure? Drop your thoughts below. And if you found this breakdown as intense as we did, hit that like button, share your take in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns every week.
On in these cases, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
Yes, ma'am, I had Raquel West, he told me he was supposed to be with me today, I texted him last night. He told me he
Okay.
was gonna send a letter to the representative, but I paid him when I came here that Monday. I came and talked to you.
Have a seat in the courtroom. Don't leave until we talk to him, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go. You can have a seat. Trying to figure out what his bonds are set at. That both of those cases were while he was on bond for other felonies. The two new ones, 1149 and 50, but yep. Imagine that, something, the bond information might be under the bond tab. Yeah, that's. Mr. Boudreau, you have David Holland.
David?
Sorry.
Morning. Good morning, you're David Holland, and this is 21-36992, and what is the announcement?
Judge, it's hard for me to understand him, so with your permission, he's got a lot of the money today. The rest of it, he says, will be.
It's coming from the bankruptcy court, because where I used to work, the owner died and they filed bankruptcy, and I talked to him, but I got a letter 2 months ago, said they're allowing me $1,750 for what they were gonna go with. They owed me $21,000.
Judge, if I may, sorry to interrupt, before we get too deep in the weeds, the state's made an alternative offer. The offer is 2 years state jail, or if he pays the full restitution of $2,334, we'll do some form of punishment by county jail. My initial offer was 30 days county jail in the alternative.
Did you bring that documentation?
No, I forgot it, but they told me I talked to them Thursday.
So
They
here's
said
the thing.
Tuesday.
Last time you were here, the whole point was to give you time to get this taken care of. It would be something I would think you would think was important to get to Mr. Boudreau or get to me to show that you're getting this money. So forgetting it is something that a kid would do, not a grown man. I'm resetting your case 1 week. You need to bring some documentation, otherwise your case will get taken care of. Hang on, don't talk over me. Otherwise, your case will get taken care of next Monday by a plea, or it will go on the trial docket and there won't be any pleas after that. Okay. See you next week.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Holland has a Class 3 warrant, but we can't find it.
Next Monday.
Ask him to follow up on this and see if he could find us
Mr. Holland? But y'all can't figure it out.
Failure to drive a city.
Mr. Holland, apparently you have a traffic violation that has resulted in a warrant. For some reason, it's not coming through our system correctly, which is probably a benefit to you because you would be taken into custody today. You need to get that figured out and taken care of before next week. Okay. Thank you.